Okay. So, do you want to start with the article that is realizing the potential of educational technology?
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess the first question was, let's see, what did it say? What strikes you as interesting or odd?
Yes.
Um,
I thought this was pretty neat. This is like 30 years ago. This was really neat for me to
I
read.
know. This was like before I was born.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I didn't think you were even born then. But
This is before I was born. I can't get over like their view on it now and how big it is. Like my school is 1-to-1, so
yes, mine is too.
we have those computers, and like even our math books are online now.
Yeah, it's interesting that it's like some kind of foreign object. It's like, do not let it in. We don't know whether to accept it or not. So that's just sort of what it was to me. It was sort of interesting.
Yeah, and they were talking about, is it just like a fad and it's going to go away, and I mean that's been like 30 years ago.
Yes.
And now it's the biggest like part of, I mean, at least for like my fifth grade, I can speak for our fourth and fifth grade, like it's the biggest part of what we teach. So all of our books, we don't have any books. Everything is.
That's what we do.
But
it was like, I thought it was interesting. It said, in 1985, 2,300 public and private schools, there are 1 million computers. It says that half of all high schools have 15 computers in high school. 1/4 of the nation's schools are using computers.
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting to me.
I know, and the computers were so different. Just it was different.
I remember the big computers.
I remember using them when I was in school. And then I liked where they said like only $100 or more per student per year, because that's totally different than
right
what ours are. I mean, like the deductible for ours if something happens to them is like $500 or something. I mean, they're expensive, and then all the programs to go on them.
Yes.
Like we have the subscriptions to Raz Kids and Brain Pop and.
Okay, we do too.
And they're like those programs are awesome. Like I wouldn't want to not have them, but they are really expensive and our math curriculum, I don't know how much it was, but I imagine not cheap.
Right.
Do you all have Discovery Ed?
We are looking into that. We're I'm with a representative now. Do you use that?
We used to have it where we could get the articles too, but now we only get the videos. Mm-hmm. And it's like a county thing, so everybody in the county has it, but I heard they're doing away with it next year.
Do you use it a lot though? Because I have one we're just trying to see what it does.
Well, we have a science EOG in fifth grade, and that's what I use it for.
Okay.
I don't really use it for the other two, for reading or math, and social studies I use it for too, but mainly I use it for science. So I'm so upset to see it go. But they said it's getting so expensive that.
That's what I was looking at. Like, oh wow, but even with us, a small school, it's still quite a bit.
That's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've heard. Let's see,
well, it says something about where they write. It does say that it says all teachers will need adequate in-service training in the use of technology. That's something that I think they still were correct on, is you still need training for all the new stuff. Even now with all the new stuff coming out, you need the training. So I thought that was something I agreed with.
Yeah, on my fifth grade team, we have a teacher. She's been teaching for like 25 years, and she struggles with it. Struggles with it. I'm always having to help her, and even, she's been to training too, but I guess we only went like 2 times when we got our 1-to-1 devices, and it just wasn't enough.
It's not enough, no.
And it was so much stuff in one day, she couldn't follow like all of it.
When you're not used to running one at all, then you go from learning all these programs. That's just not.
Yeah. Now I thought that was true too. That still holds. And it does. I mean, they were talking about that it just provides a whole different level of learning. And I think that's so, because everything is primarily computers now.
Yes. Yeah.
So might as well learn now.
Yes. Yeah. It's not going to go away. As they said, it's not going to just be a fad.
And the next question was like, how far has it come in 30 years? And
well, this said that. No, it wasn't this one. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Just like an insane amount. Like it's just came so far.
Mm-hmm.
And all the books are online. And I don't know. In our county, I think it's like 4th, 5th, and 6th grade all have one-to-one devices.
What do you use? iPads, or you have laptops, or
Laptops?
It's laptops.
Yeah, they're called ThinkPads, so you can flip them back, and they're like a tablet. You can flip the keyboard back, and they're touchscreen, and
okay.
They're like indestructible. You can drop them, and they.
Okay. Are they able to take them home?
Not at my school, but in other schools in the county, yeah. You have to buy like cases to do it, and so we haven't bought them yet, just because it can be so expensive. And
that's true. Yeah, we don't either. We don't want to go.
You have to get the parents to sign a big contract about it, and we just haven't asked. It's a big step. I think a lot of them do, and we didn't get them until December of last year. And so they started, like, some schools sent them home and they were getting broken. Like, they had a big issue with.
Yeah, that's just, no.
So, what do you guys use at your school?
We have iPads.
Okay.
We're Apple. We make all Apple stuff.
Yeah. I think there's a couple schools in our county that have iPads, like younger grades. They have one-on-ones with iPads, so.
We were looking into next year, maybe with the 6th grade, doing maybe Surface Pros or maybe the ThinkPads where they do have the keyboards.
Yeah,
Apple,
they have the keyboards.
Yeah, with Apple though, they have the syllabary. They have the font, so that is actually a font. They have overlays for the laptops with our syllabary on it, because our kids, they're biliterate too. They do the syllabary characters. So that's what we found with Apple. They have the overlays for the keyboards.
That's neat. So how do they use the computers to do writing, or no? Like,
yes. Mm-hmm.
They use their iPads, I guess, just type it with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's been one of the easiest things for me, is like their writing has gotten so much easier to do.
Yes. Okay.
What would you add to each article now that you have the benefit of 30 years of hindsight? It's not a fad. It's here to stay.
Yes, right. Still need training. It's still a challenge to get it all incorporated and make sure that it's reliable and you're using it the way that you should be.
Yeah. And also, like, safety. Like, they didn't mention anything about, like, the safety of it, and that's something we struggle with.
Yes. Great point.
It's because they have, like, firewalls, and we block a lot of stuff, but they can still get around them.
Yes. Yeah. I didn't even think of safety is a big thing, for sure.
So you don't have many issues with the safety of it?
Not yet. We haven't yet.
Yeah.
So
I didn't think about it either until it happened a couple of times, and I mean, nothing really bad, but
right.
It's just minor issues. And I like the stuff about, like, that principals need to look for, like, their own needs and, like, what their school needs, and then see about how to use the technology in that.
That's not going to be automatic fix, just having it. You've got to know what the problem is and what you need to fix in order to use that to help you.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought these articles were weird, though. Like, they were good to read from so long ago, because it's so different now.
Yeah, I wanted to see her hairdo, her big bangs. I think she had the big bangs.
Well, I guess I'll send you the link to this when we upload it on. I'll upload it on YouTube right now and send you a link. And
well, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well,
Just tell her nobody else.
And it's been 20 minutes. I mean, and she agreed with the time.
Yeah. So, I mean, we have the emails, so.
Right. Yeah. No, I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good week.
You too. Bye.